Oh my god. Success. This is me testing to see if car vlogging is possible like this. And how annoying this jaunty angle is. Please work. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Leah. Haven't seen you in such a long time. I am so glad that I can finally car vlog again because, let's be honest, that was the only consistent upload that I really ever had the chance to do. So it's nice to be back. Full disclosure, I totally recorded this video yesterday, but there's actually been updates since then. Not a major one, so yeah, but it changes things a bit, I guess. So yeah, I just figured I would go for it again because I would rather talk at my camera for 10 minutes than sit on my iPad and edit the video any longer than necessary. Clearly, a lot of people have been asking where I've been, when I've been, what I've been doing, all that stuff. I want to keep you in the loop as much as humanly possible. So, thing number one, I am currently in Hawaii. I came back before KawaiiCon, just before KawaiiCon, and was intending on getting, I was gonna go on medical leave, or did go on medical leave, as it were, and was supposed to get a pretty major surgery done. Well, not major, but if you guys don't already know, I get sick way more often than the average bear, and it turns out that this is because I have two little issues. I have super enlarged tonsils, so they get really pitted, they're really pitted, so it makes it a lot easier for me to get sick. And I also, apparently, which explains so much about my life, I have a deviated septum in my nose, so this nostril can sniff better than this nostril can sniff. It's to the point where I've never actually been able to fully blow my nose in my entire life, as weird as that sounds, just because it backs up and it gives me a major sinus headache and it just doesn't do anything for me. So it's really weird, but that explains that. I went on medical leave to get that fixed here in Hawaii. I decided to do it here in Hawaii instead of anywhere else because, number one, I have a really solid support system with multiple people here, so I wouldn't be a major burden on my parents. And also, number two, the being out here climate-wise is the best possible place that you could be to heal from something like that, because it's not dry, so you won't dry out. You don't have any temperature extremes, so it's just basically smooth sailing as far as anything sinus related is concerned. And I talked to my doctor about that one, and he was like, no, that's totally valid. So after I got here, did con, was on medical leave, and was supposed to change doctors, there was this whole song and dance issue with my insurance, and the fact that I was on leave, and the fact that it was going to be extended, and I hadn't flown enough to qualify for FMLA, and it was a hot mess. And then some personal stuff in my life just completely fell apart. I'm cool, obviously, we'll make it. So, I mean, it just kind of fell by the wayside for a while. And the thing is too, after the surgery is done, I was going to be out for 2 months or something like that, because you have to be damn sure that you are entirely healed from anything that has to do with your sinus and the ear pressure and whatever, before you go back in the air, because the pressure changes. Where was I? I went on such a tangent, I distracted myself. Hang on, it's in there. It's in there. Nope, it's gone. I'll probably be backtracking a little bit when I start talking again. Sorry. I put it off and put it off and put it off, and then now I'm finally at the point where I can get it done again. The update that I was talking about is I finally was able to get a pre-op appointment booked with my ENT yesterday. The appointment wasn't yesterday, I got it booked yesterday, and that was one of the biggest problems that we were facing. I was able to, thanks to Daria, I was able to get a job here in Hawaii to support myself while I was in this weird like transitional stage, and I didn't have flying income and things like that. So I mean, like, it's great, and I actually really like where I am. If this turns out to be a permanent thing, that would be really cool, and I would really like that. But the jet fuel got in my blood, man, so I miss flying an obnoxious amount. But I make 3 times more at this office job than I did flying, because like I talked about in our previous videos about like flight attendant confessions or whatever I called it, flight attendants don't get paid for shit. It's true. But the job is just, when you fall in love with it, you're done for, man. So anyway, I don't know if, like, once I get the surgery done and I go through the healing process, then we can revisit everything. If this job is still around for me to keep, then I would be super down with staying. Like, it's a marketing director for a mortgage firm, so it's using my education in a way that is really satisfying. In actuality, it's not quite what I wanted, when, like, because my dream job was always like the art director for an ad company or the marketing director for somewhere like that. So it's not exactly what I had in mind per se, but it's great, and the team is great, and my boss is awesome, and I'm learning a lot, and it's just great. So I mean, I will go back to flying. I will. It's just a matter of when. So my flight service managers are awesome. They're totally in the loop. They know that I literally cannot afford emotionally or financially to go back to flying. So they know that I want to come back. They're not letting me quit. I'm on extended leave until further notice, and I can't thank them enough for being so like accepting and understanding of my situation. So if you work for a large company, especially an airline, I don't know if all airlines have this, but mine does, take advantage of like employee assistance programs. They're there for a reason, and like, don't do anything to get yourself in trouble. Like, don't stick your foot in your mouth by telling them like all your dirty laundry, but they're there for the specific purpose of helping you, because they want you to be a good employee. Like, it's self-serving, but whatever works. So yeah, that's when and where and all of that nonsense that I'm at right now. I'm in Hawaii until further notice, and I'm so happy about it. I already feel like my mental health in Chicago was really bad. The cloudy and the gloomy and all of that definitely affected me a lot, and I feel so much better in a lot of ways than I did there, aside from missing flying and missing my fly fam and all of that. So we'll see where everything ends up. I'm hoping that a couple of years down the line, once I've paid off some debt, and maybe once it's good for both me and the office job that I have now, whenever it makes sense to, I think what would work the best is if I got a transfer to LA. I was on the LA transfer list for ages, but I was on the sick list, still am on the sick list, when my name got pulled up, and you can't transfer when you're on the sick list, so I missed out on that, which I ugly cried really hard about for probably about 3 days straight. Alright, so that's where I'm at. Not currently flying, but those wings are still mine, damn it. And in flight attendant training, they tell you that the jet fuel will get in your blood, and once it's there, you're done for. And they were right. What a coinkydink. Alright, I am going to get to work and be productive and market my happy little butt off, and I will keep you guys posted on anything else crazy that happens. Oh, I kept it under 15 minutes this time. That's nice. Maybe I should edit out some of those awkward silences while I beat myself up for saying 47,000 times. We shall see. Alright. this light is about to get awful. So I love you guys. Take very, very, very good care of yourself. And I want to know what you are doing. So tell me all of your updates in the comments or reply video or whatever the hell. So yeah. All right. Let's have a good day. I love you. Bye-bye.